Good afternoon, everybody. It's June 4th, 2025, early evening. I hope everybody's doing well. And thank you, everybody, for watching my videos and commenting to the cyber stalkers, reporting them. Some of you guys have reported them, as I have. But what I did the last time is I chose to not remove them. What happens when you're a YouTube creator and you go into YouTube Studio and you click on community, you'll get a list of all the messages that you have not responded to. So what I did is I responded to everybody that I wanted to, and all the criminals that I didn't want to respond to, I then had them in a list form with all of their comments there. I was able to take a screenshot and then systematically ban them and delete the comments. So I have them. So that's a way for you to. I was doing it one by one, and then I realized, you know what? I'll have a list if I don't respond to anybody. So that's what I did. Took a screenshot and then systematically removed them, banned them, reported them to YouTube. And they'll keep doing it. You know, they're just obnoxious little cyber stalker brats. So anyway, yesterday I received an email from a con artist, and he says, normally I wouldn't send this to you. I know you're so busy, but my message kept getting deleted. I did an image reverse search, and the so-called sound weapon comes back as a prop called an ion blaster used in the Star Wars movie. In the movie, Jawas used the ion blaster to shoot electromagnetic pulses at droids to disable them. He says he posted the photos below and the description on his YouTube channel. So the photos attached. Wait till you see this, okay? Okay, so here it is. Let me just expand this. And as soon as I saw this, it's like, you know, these people will go through any lengths to harass, intimidate, place fear into somebody. So this is the toy from Star Wars. Doesn't it look very similar to what that guy with the big scar who blotted out his face was carrying? All right, now there's another photo here. Let me show you. See, here's the Star Wars. And then there's one last photo here. This is what it looks like. It's a toy. It's a prop. And they use that toy, that prop, in the image of the guy. Let's see if I can find it here. Who sent me the text message yesterday. So anyway, so we've got that cleared up. These losers, they're just such losers. Okay, so now I just received a message also that this is in the news. It's sort of not in the news, but there's a company called Palantir. It's been around for a while. Now, at first they were doing medical devices, and now they have been receiving surveillance funding from our government, who gave them $175 billion for the defense system, $130 million funding since the new president's been in office, and $175 million contract with the Department of Defense to merge data across platforms, sort of like the fusion centers. You know how they fuse your information? It's like the 80 fusion centers across the country is not enough to collect all the data. They want it all in one place. So basically, they are funding this surveillance system through Palantir, located in Colorado, so they can share data across agencies. They're going to merge the information This will serve the private sectors, international operations, government programs, and the intelligence agencies. It's a data sharing initiative. As if they're not already doing it, but now they received an additional $130 million of your tax dollars when you asked if you wanted your taxes to go to fund Palantir to collect surveillance data on you. And what that includes is your social security number, your birth information, if you get disability, any kind of payments you received, your paychecks, your medical information, all of this stuff. Deep surveillance technology. I mean, we're already experiencing as targeted people, but we've said it before that we were the beta test, and now it's just being rolled out to the entire population, including the perpetrators. So they too will have this rolled out against them. And actually, they've been surveilled already, because you think that they're only watching targeted people. Oh no, they're watching all these guys too. More than us. Because they're the ones they're going to get rid of first. We're like making the money. We are making the money. The perpetrators are not making the money. They're taking money because they get a paycheck. They get paid for it. And, you know, these people, they're going to want their money back at some point. So, what else was I going to say? So there was that. And I set up the GoFundMe yesterday. But I realized that when I put my rescue there, because I don't mind, all the money can go into their checking account. It doesn't matter to me. Because when I move, a lot of the money is going to have to go to moving my animals, just like it did when I moved from New Jersey to Kentucky. And I thought, oh, that's great. We're going to link it all together. They said they linked it directly to PayPal Giving Fund. Now, I've been dealing with PayPal Giving Fund for years and years. And it's great for charities. It really is. However, they hold on to your money almost a month. And then they charge a fee. So they're like a go-between. And now GoFundMe charges a fee too. So that's like a double fee. So I contacted technical support. And it should have been easy for me to make the change on my portal. But it wasn't, because the option to do what they told me to do was not there. So and because it's the same bank account, whether it's through PayPal Giving Fund or GoFundMe or whatever, it's the same checking account. So it shouldn't have any difficulty making this change. But for some reason, it's difficult. So I'm waiting to hear back from them so that can change, because I don't want any money that's raised to go through PayPal Giving Funds, have them take money out, hold on to it for 30 days, like almost 30 days. And also, the one thing about PayPal Giving Fund is I don't always know who the person is that's donating. It's very hard to find them, and especially a month later to track people down and thank them and stuff. So I don't want that. Since nobody has donated yet, if they don't get back to me soon, I will just delete this GoFundMe and start from scratch again. It shouldn't be this difficult. But anyway, so I wanted to give you the heads up on that. And these criminals, and I just want to show you here. What I mean is, so this is my YouTube studio. This is what it looks like. And you can see that you've got all my videos here. All the videos, restrictions, the date it was published, how many views, how many contents, and likes and dislikes. You see this one? You always know when I've hit a chord when the criminals downvote the video. And what that video was? Shopping carts, grass spray beam. Wait, what was it? All those phone calls. They didn't want you to know. The cyber phone call harassment, text messages, etc., etc. They don't want you to see that video. So they downvote it to 77%. So that's how you know when your video is really important and really ticks off the criminals. So let me go back here and I'm going to show you how to find your comments. all in one place. So you're here, right? You click on community. Community is comments. So I've got one comment here that I've got to respond to. Oh, yeah, I'm not sure about this person. I'm not sure if this person is, whatever they said. Oh, yeah, people are horrible. But I've already blocked somebody with a similar name. So sometimes these perpetrators do this. They'll leave one good comment or a couple of good comments, and then they'll leave like really horrible comments, and then they're just kissing up the first time so they can stay on your channel. You can comment, respond to them, or other people respond to them, and then they'll start being nasty. And I experienced that with somebody also recently, and unfortunately I removed him from the channel. He left some really good comments, but then he comes back and says that I'm not a good person, and I think you're a perp. You removed my comments, and it's like, no, I did not remove your prior comments, but now I am. now you're gone. So you may or may not know who you are. I'm not going to mention your name, but that's the way I deal with things. I have no patience or tolerance for people leaving nasty comments towards me. You're absolutely entitled to disagree with something I post. You don't like a book that I read. Tell me why. Don't say, well, I don't like that. I disagree with. Well, why do you disagree? Have a conversation so other people can chime in. That's what the comment section is about. Okay, and also supporting the channel because it also helps. And I also want to mention that there are a lot of YouTube creators out there. I don't know whether or not they know that they're targeted. But I know that they are because there are two of them. I'm not going to mention their names. But two of them, when they start their videos, you hear the foghorn in the background. And when I was somewhat newly targeted or starting to know that I was targeted for something and I didn't understand what it was, I started to hear a foghorn in the background in New Jersey. And I'm thinking, wow, that's down in Red Bank. Like, I can hear that foghorn. It sounds like it's closer than Red Bank, And then I would hear it often. It was so bizarre. And then I realized now, when I hear it on other people's channels, that it's part of the program. It's part of alerting people that they're targeted. It's part of the interference and the surveillance. So leave a comment down below if you ever hear foghorns in the background, or at least years ago when you became targeted, or if you know that you're newly targeted. But anyway, I also want to welcome all the newcomers. My name is Lorraine. I moved from 52 Sutton Drive, Manalapan, New Jersey, a home I lived in for 30 years as original owner. When I moved there was no grass, no trees, no nothing, no fences. And when I moved out, I was being harassed, tormented by the Manalapan, New Jersey Police Department and neighbors that were moved in around me. The neighbors who had been around me for many years that knew me personally, one person said that I was the nicest person that he's ever known. And then suddenly they just stopped talking to me. So it wasn't as if they were doing horrible things to me, like the long-term neighbors. They were just ignoring me. But the new neighbors that they moved in, like the agents, the provocateurs and stuff, they were nasty as hell. They were the ones that come in, they're tracking your house, your movements, breaking into your house, the real estate mobbers. I call them the mobbers. The surveillance team, the ones that are like hiding in shrubs alongside of their house and then pouncing on my porch. Just ridiculous stuff like that. But yeah, these are babies. This is your tax dollars pays these people, It makes them feel really important. But anyway, so then, it does follow you wherever you go, but some places are worse than others. Like Manalapan was difficult for me because I was trying to sell my house just the way I am here. I put so much into that house. Like, I renovated it top to bottom, and they literally asset stripped me over $300,000 in repairs, $4,100 in cash stolen, clothing stolen, all kinds of stuff stolen. And then when I moved from New Jersey to Kentucky, a lot of things were broken and or stolen. Like, I've never seen the stuff. So either it got here and then the local perpetrators here stole it, or it was stolen in between. You know, because these are road pirates, right? You know, the sheriff's department, you know, they pull you over and they steal stuff from your car, they plant drugs, you know, all kinds of stuff like that. You know, it's all a big money making thing. They can't create for themselves, so they have to steal from other people. It's like they don't earn enough money. They've got to keep stealing from others, right? So anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. Leave a comment down below. If there are topics that you want me to discuss, let me know. Leave a comment down below. Or you can always email me privately, alternativehomesteading@gmail.com. And thank you everybody for watching some of those videos and for the amount of time that you spent on analyzing them. Like, I so appreciate that, knowing that you're going through your own stuff, your own surveillance, harassment, uh, vandalism, and some of you guys are still working a job. So I so appreciate it. Thank you. And I think that's going to be it for now. I'm going to sign off, leave a message, share, and I will talk to you guys soon.